Hi, Ignite Austin. Hope you're having a great weekend, getting ready for an amazing week. We have a lot of fun stuff in store for you, and I'll get to that at the end of this video journal, and it's all in the weekly news. But for the sake of the video journal, I just want to elaborate a little bit on the vision board and then our next step, my encouragement to you for this week in creating our vision, your vision for 2020. On Sunday, so after I sent the original video journal last Saturday, on Sunday I attended a church service and the sermon was all about vision. So that was pretty awesome. And I got even more clarity and information on this. And I'm very motivated biblically. You may not be, and that's totally fine. But I feel like it gave me some clarity, and so I just want to pass that along to you too. And I've also had some really interesting conversations with friends about this whole vision boarding process and things. And so what's come from that is just information that I can share with you that I hope that will help you. But first, I just want to encourage you to think about creating a vision board and having a vision for this year to be not just about this year, but about your life, but also thinking about it in terms of we just started a new decade. And in the church service I attended on Sunday, the pastor said, if the vision isn't written down in the next 30 days, don't expect it to happen in the next year. And so with that, it's just a sense of urgency because, and I believe this because it's all about momentum, right? It's about setting our year off in the trajectory that we want it to go in. And the longer we wait, the more distractions that will be and the more we'll lose that momentum that we all have and that excitement that we all have in the new year. That's why doing this now is so critical. It doesn't mean it can't be done later. It just means now is like the best possible time, which is why I'm going to encourage it again this week and the next week and the next week. And that's what our theme for the month of January is going to be about. But to give you some clarity on the vision board. So I just want to reiterate, the vision board does not have to be about things. If you're like me, you kind of think, well, I already have plenty. I hate asking for more because I have everything I need. But it's less about things unless you want it to be, and that's totally great. And it's more about experiences. It's more about places you want to go, feelings you want to feel, the impact that you want to have in this life and make on people in this life, and about your purpose and your passions. And so this behind me is my personal vision board. I'm going to make a professional vision board because my vision for my professional and personal or my personal and professional vision is not big enough to fit on one board, so I have to have two. So this is my personal one, and on it mostly there is some house things on there that I enjoy, that I would love in perfect case scenario, if I were to have the opportunity to have these things, I would have them in my house, my home. But it's mainly experiences that I want to experience in my life. And so if you're having a hard time seeing beyond, like if you're like, well, I have plenty, I have everything I need, I'm healthy, I'm happy, my kids are healthy and happy, we've got plenty, I would just ask you to start asking for an expanded vision. Because I think we all just kind of go through life a little bit like this, and we don't realize that there could be so much more. Again, it's not about just what's right in front of us, it's about what's in the future and beyond. And if you're having trouble deciphering that, then I would ask you, or I would encourage you, and I do this for my own self, I want to, in all my prayers, it's for an expanded vision, because I want to be able to access everything that God wants for me to have in this life, and I don't want to shortchange it because I didn't ask for an expanded vision. And so I also want to encourage you, as you're putting this together, just don't judge it. Don't rain on your own parade. This is yours. And vision is supposed to be vast. This is what I got out of this sermon, and I'm going to share these key points with you, is that a vision isn't a vision unless it's written down, or it can't be a vision if it's just in your thought. A vision has to be visible. And so that's by writing it down or creating something like this. Also, a vision doesn't have to make sense, and it doesn't have to need money. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody. A vision, it can just be whatever you see and desire. A vision must be vast, bigger than you think is possible, or it's really not a vision. And a vision is going to take us outside of our comfort zone. But I know we've all heard that before at Ignite. That's one of our ongoing themes. And yeah, so don't judge your vision. You just go for it and start thinking and asking for an expanded vision. And then for this coming week, if you haven't done your vision board, I still encourage you to do that first because it gives you a visual. I am visual, so I love doing stuff like this. So writing stuff down first, I don't do well with. So that's why I launched the beginning of our year with a vision board. So for this week, I'm going to encourage you to start writing down your vision in as much detail as possible. And I'll be honest with you, I am just in the very beginning process of that because that overwhelms me. But we have our whole month. We have as much time as we need. But again, remember, there is a sense of urgency here because the longer we wait, the more we procrastinate, the less likelihood it is that we're actually going to see it through and finish. And so I just want to encourage you to think about this for this week. So you will be 42% more likely to achieve a goal or have your vision achieved if you write it down. That's almost 50%. That is significant. So write it down. And so that's what this video that I want you to watch is all about, is writing down your vision. I was totally motivated by it, and I hope you will be too. And then also just a couple of reminders for this week. So we're launching our 20 classes in 2020. You have 5 weeks to take, starting Monday, to take 20 classes. And the reason why we're doing that, I know you may be tired of challenges, but maybe you're motivated by them, is again, how we start the year sets us off in the trajectory that we need to go in. So if we're going hard, and we really go for it and set a goal for ourselves that's lofty, that's out of our comfort zone, that's a good thing. And that's what we're all about in Ignite, is really going for it. So you have 5 weeks to take 20 classes. And the prize for anybody who does that is one of our new sweatshirts or sweaters, or just $25 class credit. We want to give as much away because the more we see you, the better you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the better everybody, the better your family is, the happier, healthier. The benefits are infinite. And then the other thing is we're glute raise challenging with Kathleen. Kathleen's launching this on Monday. So the goal is 100 glute raises for 100 days. That's a lot of glute raises, and that's a lot of glute lifting. So join us in doing that starting on Monday. And then also have a little Pilates information for you guys who are curious about Pilates but have always hesitated and wondered, can I do Pilates? Maybe I'm not strong enough. And then finally, we have our Love and Know Yourself mini escape coming in February the 15th from 10 to 5 o'clock p.m. And this is a time set aside specifically for you to dive into you, to get some personal development opportunity to connect with more Ignite members, and just a sweet time for you to focus only on you and to have an opportunity to grow and reconnect with your spirit, reconnect with yourself, so that you, again, can just have the most slam dunk amazing decade, not just year, but decade. So I hope you'll join us for that. We also have a RSVP reminder. We're changing our childcare RSVP system, so if you can check that out too. Happy birthday to everyone who's having birthdays. Happy anniversary to all of our amazing monarchs who are having anniversaries. We're so grateful for you. Now I encourage you to watch this video. You're going to love it. Get started on that vision board and writing it down. Have a great week.